Great. The recording is going. We're good.
All right. Was there something in particular I was that I'm looking to focus on here?
For product, I'm not really sure to be honest. I feel like in general we're pretty good at this map. I think that like we've been losing a lot of post fights, and for this match as well, I think the spy was getting in a lot. Oh, well, and also their sniper was kind of destroying, so telling us not to peek in a smart way.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I do feel like I like the pocket rollout, but I feel like it's kind of nice if the medic rolls out the same way. The heavy can go wherever, that's fine. But you see, like our demo is coming over here, I guess, to like avoid spam and damage, but then our medic and like their combo's in, but ours isn't. So you can like rotate your medic around the back of the house. Even send the heavy in there still, that's fine. You can have scout give the medic a speed boost, for example. That's great. But yeah, I'd like for us to like if we're doing a pocket rollout, then you can take your medic. Uh, like the medic should be going where you go. Is what I mean to say. Because yeah, we can kind
Gotcha.
of see like already we have like plenty of fighting chances, but our combo's not really in. Like their demo has the beam and ours doesn't. They're ready for like their heavy's playing counter bomb. Their sniper's set up. The soldier's ready to bomb. But for us, it's like a couple guys are about to be in. So that's what I noticed at least initially. This is some good tempo with our soldier getting behind and our heavy like started walking forward with scout here. I think I'd like to even see a little more of that with our combo, but I like that we split up like two people on one side, two on the other. Yep, nice play around the soldier. A combo moving in here in the meantime is also good. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, great playing together with our team across point here. Yeah, sniper even moving up and forward so they can be in like the sack protection and with the rest of the team. Because even the spy behind could have gotten the sniper if they stayed like here. But I love how we stayed together and moved in together. I really like actually that we're staying aggressive even though we're down players. This is really cool even just scouting it out. Because this is full ad and they will be sacking into you. But yeah, I like that we like took this time because some teams will just default like, okay, let's back up so we see nothing until they get here. Oh, beautiful. Where did you get this concrete hold from?
This is 100% stolen from Bull.
Awesome. That's what exactly the answer I was looking for. This is fantastic. In Uber ad, it's a bit dubious, but I still like activity over anything else. And now we're almost playing it like Lakeside, just spam the point until we have to use, and now we do. I do think. Oh yeah, you do. Who killed the medic? Um, Sea of Thieves.
Spot.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Great. So your spy was ready to go in with the Uber. So perfect timing there. I couldn't ask for anything more. Um, yeah. Wow. I'm really impressed by this demo that like our combo just backs up. It is a bit unfortunate to lose people post Uber like this. Like I know our scout and demo are both like 10, so we can only save one. But once we got the medic, our soldier doesn't need to die. And once we especially in the post, like our engineer, I saw was going for a poke. But again, like having one or two players up here is kind of the difference between holding this point and losing it. Now they are just making a mistake for reasons I'm not sure. Like why haven't they been in? So fast. This is. I don't have anything to say. This is so great. Whoa. And I think our medic is a spawner, right? Yep. Yeah. When our medic is dead, like, let's just go and trade because either we lose the fight and they're going to cap and give us better spawns, or we're going to win the fight and just keep holding the point like you are now. So really great. Like the demo's coming in alone. Now that's what you get. Awesome. Backing up to heal together. Yeah, this is a little bit like a little exciting from our scout. I think what I'd like to see here from the flank instead when you have downtime like this, um, like we're coming back for buffs and everything. Yeah, it's playing like very much stronger on the concrete side. We do have to fear sniper, but it's always the worst. Like, you know, we can let them kind of come into cliff because our combo's ready to fight it. But if they come in grass, or even if it's just a flanker or two, if they put like an engineer with a mini like here and no one notices until we're in the middle of a fight, you kind of are halfway to losing the fight already. So I'd like to see a little bit more like connector presence at a time like this. If we have one person there, but imagine if we had three, this fight is overwhelmingly winning. But now, yeah, we're kind of like, look at this bundle of, what's the opposite of joy? This bundle of
Pain.
pain, yeah. Because again, it's not bad, but you see, like, you know, we kind of have disad, we're kind of letting them in, we're kind of... So this is when, first we kind of took activity of our whole team, we're like, fuck it, let's just go now, because we're about to lose, and that worked very well. Here, that play even is okay, like, just sack into them, basically, even though you have point, just to get drawn out with a pyro or a scout or something. But yeah, flank presence. Like, even have... You could put NG, scout, soldier over here, even heavy would be fantastic in this connector, because they couldn't come in. I mean, they do have a sniper here, but again, you know, having one person even just spam the sniper, like, sniper's on fire, let's go connector. But yeah, this is all... Yeah, see, now they kind of have the connector. But anyway, this is all, like, the right stuff to do. I think our combo kind of, like... Yeah, we did great to leave this way through main, but, like, the rest of the people, we can kind of feel, like, our engineer and demo are definitely going to get mulched now. As you can... Yeah, So this was the right play to, like, get our medic out, but I think our combo could have played, like, on the back of hill or cliff, like, or in the middle of it. Like, where your sniper is now is kind of where our NG demo could have been, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, we could have gotten onto cliff, and that way we would say, like, all right, we're backing out, we're going to call it collapse. But instead, some people were already in, and some people were way out. So you saw we got, like, split up down the middle. So just to summarize, we have the point, but we're a disad. So number one is flank control. Number two, when the Uber comes in, get our combo out like we did. And number three is to have everyone commit together rather than a couple stranglers and a couple full decommits. Yeah, nice. Our NG and soldier like coming clear out the flank. Now this is good. Like when we don't, when there's some stuff stuck behind, like our NG and soldier coming this way rather than going connector. This I feel is when everyone not in the Uber wants to play wide. Like if you're the pyro or heavy here, yeah, you want to go to that far side point towards connector. If you're engine soldier and whoever else that's not in the Uber, you want to go like through connector because we're already looking here, right? And we've already done whatever we're gonna do here, more or less on this side. So let's like flood out to the other side, but only after half of the Uber is done. Because you remember what happened to you guys when the Uber was over here, some of us stayed over here and then we just died because it collapsed. So I want to see like the same thing. Like when our combo's here, we used, and then 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're pushing the flank halfway through the Uber. Like this Beatty setup is nice here because they're about to come in. I do think it might be better if we, like, again, we're just spread out a little more. I'm a big fan of the heavy on cliff. I mean, it's good, obviously, sometimes, but not all the time. So I think that would be nice, like, at least having, like, heavy over here and someone else over here, like Soldier NG, and then, like, Medic Demo Pyro on rock. Obviously, you saw Scout was hiding. But, yeah, it's just a few ideas, at least. So, again, we don't have, like, every single person doing the same job, just sitting looking at the backside of our own rock. Yep, instant commit for the medic after we lose ours. Yeah, and that's why we went down to spy there, and that's why, again, I kind of say, like, someone else would watch this demo and be like, oh, you lost this hold because you didn't have a spy. But I'm looking kind of at the bigger picture where, like, if we were more spread out, you know, the spy doesn't really have avenues to go in. Like, if people were in connector, the spy can't come through connector. Or even if the spy gets one person over in the main area, they can't get 2 or 3. Because everyone's, again, spread out. So that's kind of why, or even if the spy does get those picks, suddenly our flank wins a fight on the, you know, in connector, let's say. So that's why I kind of see, like, yes, spy was the reason that you lost the fight, but the reason the spy got in is because, you know, they had so much activity off of it, is because we were, like, again, sort of bunched up around our rock. Yeah, I like that our combo is like deep committed here, and then even our heavy, like realizing that they're not really coming back into us. You even like don't like stop walking forward, basically. Whoa. Yeah, sick. This is a huge call for our pyro to just die, and I love seeing this here. Like our combo's already ready to go back in. When you have your pyro in such a strong position like this, I feel like you don't even have to leave. Like, you know, we backed out, which is like backing out was good, but backing all the way out I think was a mistake. Like we could have backed out to like here, because our pyro would have at least eaten 60% of the Uber. So by the time they use 40% left, they can't even get here. So yeah, I would have loved, even like we don't have Uber yet, even we're down our demo, still the commit is so strong with all this cap time, and they weren't able to flash everyone. They were playing on too much low ground. Cool. So when we use an ad like this, and everyone knows very clearly that it's ad, like I can feel it, I'd love to take in 1 million people. And you see in you know, giving you guys higher level analysis, just because first of all, we've worked together for a long time, and second, I can see how much you understand about the game just watching this demo. So speaking in general terms, that's why I'm like, someone needs to be over here, or we could be doing that, but it could be anyone. So what I'm about to say now is, when we take in an ad like this, and we're going to just destroy everyone because we know where they are, we need to take in everybody. Seriously, flash 5 classes. It doesn't matter. Like say, Pyro, come in this Uber. Soldier, we're going to flash you on the landing. NG, you're our scout now. Because if we had brought in more people, look at this health over there. Like that's the thing about demo Ubers, is you do the damage, but then the people can leave, and now you have to reload. I don't know what you have loaded, but probably just how the class works. If we had like an NG in this Uber with our demo, that this translates to 2 more picks. If we had like caught the soldier on the landing, bam, that translates to now like a medic being dead as well. So when we have like overwhelming ad and they're still close, we need to take everybody in this Uber. Yeah, right. Like after that amazing Uber, all the damage we did, our spy got an engineer pick, right? So I you can kind of see, again, not that it was like a massive mistake, but if it's like, hey, they're they're giving us an inch, let's take a mile, kind of thing. Or like I don't know if like there's some kind of expression of like a businessman or something like saying, hey, look, I made $1 million, but like left $50 million on the table. It's like we want the 50, not the 1. So that's why here we wanted to go like overwhelm them with this Uber, not just get a little NG pick.
Mm-hmm.
This is so incredible. Like the way their combo is playing together on their wait, sorry, I spun the camera around too many times and I like flipped the team. Okay, this is great for them, unfortunately.
So, like in that situation where we had the big Uber ad and were able to get lots of damage, like you saw that we had a number of players that were still kind of coming in. Should we have just waited the extra second to give them the opportunity to get in for that? It might have compromised the amount of damage I would have been able to put out, though.
Great question. So I think the answer is no. Still go as fast as you did, but way before that, like when we're in Maine, like we haven't even started walking yet. It's to say like we have massive ad. Pyro and NG come in this Uber with our demo because they like walked in, but then they like stayed on the side, or like NG came to connector and then just started spamming whatever. So if you say like before the push, say like this is an everyone Uber, get across their side in a straight line. Soldier, I'll catch you on your jump. Even when the soldier was like 60 HP, they can now bomb. So, sorry, I'm speaking from the medic's perspective. So if we said like, or it could have been you as well, like flash soldier on the bomb here, get a cross point with me, then they would have like not stopped, I guess, because you went and yeah, you did the right timing. Everyone else came and stopped because they thought they weren't in the Uber and they weren't. So they didn't make a mistake. But that's why if the call instead beforehand is to say, everyone is coming in with this Uber, then they would have been as fast as you.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Who do you play? What seed are you?
We're 4th. We're gonna
Are
play
you playing the Alto team? Oh my
Yes, we
god!
are.
All right, now I'm gonna really give you the good demo review. No, just kidding. Alto's the dear old friend of mine. He's actually coming to visit next week.
Awesome.
I really like this again. Like even our combo, just like ignoring the soldier. This is so important. Look at all of this. Our soldier commits perfectly in time. We're so in and so healthy even without a medic. I even think. Oh wait. Yeah, I even think some of these other people can like ignore our medic. Like let's just drop our medic and take this fight like 7v5 instead of like 5v5. Like you did again have an advantage. You got their medic. It was great, but it's like, you know, now that these guys finally cleaned up the soldier, we could have just gotten like 3 more of their players or something. Wow, look at all 3 of these guys staying in on 20 HP each. That's super cool. Yeah, this is now a bit much. It's like there's almost like phases, right? Where like if an idea is good now, that doesn't mean it's good for the next. Like okay, the idea of staying in was really good for 6 seconds, but by second 7, it was a terrible idea. So by staying in and poking like that, it was sick. But by the time they started getting their spawners, now is when we like want to back up 3, 2, 1, and collapse from like every angle or the high ground, whatever. Like someone from cliff, someone from China, someone from connector, left side point, right side point, and we all go. But you see now we kind of staggered a little bit. So again, winning that fight was great. Going for desperate picks after was also great, but then there's a moment for me when we get our spawns and they got theirs to say we can still win this. We just have to back up and go back in. So that's why again we kind of we're like oh we lost our demo in Pyro and main or something and that lost the fight. But the thing is, you made their life really easy. They had to shoot at one place because yeah we sort of staggered and didn't have a lot of collapse from any other angles. So when we win a scrappy mid like this, you know, if it looks like we're going to lose a point again, let's like give a 3-2-1 and give a really big fight together to, you know, give it the best try we can, rather than some people trying and then some people trying and then the last guys show up, but they have to face all 9 players. This is great spacing here. Yeah, losing our spy is really tough. I think you need like you really want to have like an X factor in every Uber. Like the spy is the best one, but I do think here, for example, if you were to just come up with something. Okay, I'm gonna watch the Uber first. Yeah, waiting for spawns. Okay. No. Yep, great. So I'm looking for something, anything, having like a catalyst for the Uber. Like if you had a spy behind when you Ubered, then that, you know, gives them an opening and you have better spawns. But you see here, we just kind of took like an even fight, except it's not even because their Uber's obviously much better. We have to use first. And we were already down players as well. So this is a time when I want to see a play to make it work. Like, for example, for me, the play would say, okay, soldier, bomb into them. Just go and die into their combo because they're going to be looking away so you can use later, or they're going to have to flash more people. That's a great thing. Again, spy is another great one. Even if you called like a pyro, run in a straight line across the other side of point, then you did this Uber at the same time, it would already be so much better, right? So like just coming up with some kind of X factor in the Uber would make it a lot more not even favorable, would just make more chaos, right? And that's what you need because you can get picks after that. But now like this isn't really, I mean, I don't know what this guy's up to, but you kind of get the point where they had such a better Uber, they just had to solo a pyro and chill. That was all. And this is a great collapse after, but we could have just won the Uber, you know, 20 seconds earlier. Yeah, getting the Uber off the board and collapsing after is excellent and really is like the meta kind of, but at least let's like take a chance that we could have won the Uber in the first place. Yeah, this is so cool, man. I'm seeing so much great play. Where before we had the concrete holds that was in our pocket. Now we're just going for like a cliff aggro peak with, you know, everybody again, and we get all the way in. Now we're getting all the way out together as a team. So this level of coordination is so cool to see. I mean, here's another example. You remember before I said like in downtime, hard clearing flank is super important. Like our flank is kind of dying out here. Like I lost how our engineer went down, but now they're already ready for a push. We had like 3 people back up, and now suddenly they're winning this fight because they have concrete. And you can have like your combo do it too. Like if you even had like demo and heavy on cliff, have your pyro go over here, or like have heavy scout whatever on cliff, and then like demo can come and clear flank just to have it, you know. And the super is kind of a mess, but I don't hate it. Like, at least just kind of trying because you knew you were losing anyway. Like, because what are the odds that their team will let you run your medic all the way out, wait for spawners, come all the way back? There's such a low chance. So I like that we just went for it anyway, even though it didn't work. However, that gives us full disside, obviously, but that's an example for me where it's like it's better to try it and fail than to like hope they let us do exactly what we want. I actually think on like the soldier bomb like that and our spy just decloaked too. Like when our flank is going, we can just scream and say, "Everyone, let's go." Even if your commander just like comes out and peeks house, they're going to do 40 damage to a soldier, and suddenly that soldier's going to have to leave. So. Nice force here. Ooh, coming in grass is very nice. I do think we need to go a bit faster. I mean, we do know there's things in house, but my idea here at least is we need to like run in a straight line and use this Uber because number one, we're wasting like an extra 5 seconds. Number two, we're letting them get set up, right? So they're like, they're coming grass. All right, what's going on over at grass? And now, yeah, switching this direction is also fine, but yeah, you can kind of see the point now where like, look how far back they are, look how set up they are for you to come in. We're kind of telegraphing, right? Yeah, I mean, nice Uber at the end. I like that we didn't get crazy. I mean, yeah, we just kind of like took the space that they gave us, but then didn't get greedy this time. Before I said it was great to get greedy, but now you kind of see like we just really need the point right now, and they haven't really picked anyone off. So if they want to back up, okay. Yeah, like this. Yeah, this is super interesting. I think the play here would be to wrap them when they use, because they're going to chase you, which is away from the point. Or like they're going to come to point and shoot you, which we don't want because they're capping and doing damage. I think it's stronger to make them choose. Let's see what happens. Ooh, leaving your medic that quickly was brave but impressive. Yeah, see, we don't really get the force, right? We're now like they're doing exactly what they wanted. They're shooting you while capturing the point. So that's why I think wrapping was secretly the best play. Because again, you have to make them choose, right? Like, are you going to kill our combo or are you getting the point with the super? But now, yeah, getting a medic out was really clever. That was an awesome idea. So I'm at least not disappointed. However, I think you kind of see what we have to gain by making them sort of choose. Like, what fight do they want to take is a great question to ask yourselves. And then what they want to do is stand on point while shooting your combo. And then we kind of let them do that. So that's what when we're coming up with strats, that's what we're playing against. Again, backing out and getting the super is kind of fine. Or enough. Yeah, I mean, it is fine. But now it's like kind of desperate. Or at least if we went crazy over here, we were also being desperate, but like 25 seconds earlier.
Right.
Nice jump. Excellent from your flank. Oh, see, this is so big from your soldier, just like getting so much chaos here. Collapsing with the spy. I really like this. Nice. Now, though, I think we really need to stay together because our spawns are this much worse. Like, at the second that point cap goes down, even though we have so much damage here, it's like screaming, no more deaths, no more deaths. Let's just get flank. Yeah, like, 21-second respawn for a scout, right? And we're going to lose the round if they cap once, so that's why it's like emergency mode. On like a mid, yeah, go nuts, but with 0 seconds on their clock, okay. Yeah, see, like, this is perfect from Braun, for example, where Braun is, it's like they have to either shoot the point or shoot your medic. They have to pick. It's like by this scout coming and messing around with the medic's not even capping. They're like stopping the cap, right? So the scout's kind of wasting their time. I mean, in the long run, they're not, but at least the scout's not doing the perfect play. Or there is no perfect play. You can't get, like, he has to choose which one he thinks is better. But if imagine we all bunched up like 7 players here, then the scout would have a perfect play guaranteed. So that was to draw a parallel to like us like coming back and rapping this way, like just having freaking like idiot players in the middle of nowhere. But because their team wouldn't be like, shit, are we gonna go deal with like a full buff demo and heavy in our house, or are we gonna go for the point like we need to do? By the way, I'm just conscious of time where I see it's now 8 Eastern. So do we have like do you want to go over this one more round of this and switch to vigil, or do vigil now, or what are you feeling?
I think we can switch to vigil.
Cool. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, the whole thing about making them choose killing or capturing. Uh, that's a good idea on paper. How would we prepare that? Like in terms of communicating that to the team, I'm not really sure if I could articulate something that complex like quickly. Like this would probably have to be like a pre-planned thing, right?
Um, in these reviews, I really like putting myself in the situation. That's why do you remember I paused and said, I think the play here is to wrap them, and then uh, let it play out, right? So that's for me like what you would be dealing with in the moment is like, hang on, I see what they want to do. We need to like make it hard for them. So that's why I think it's just in the moment you can just scream like wrap them combo. Let's go their grass, go behind them. So like you could just say it instantly. To prepare, yeah, it's a bit harder. I mean, you can have that in your pocket if you just like practice that on product. You can say like, I don't know, even like taking a scout with a speed boost with your combo behind from concrete is good too. Yeah, I mean, you can have that prepared for the concrete hold for sure.
Yeah, and I think that kind of it is probably more appropriate actually. It carries over to what you were saying earlier about our rock hold, or like in a lot of our holds, like whenever I say we're holding pocket or we're holding rock or whatever, like I see that a lot of the team kind of just gathers up at that one spot. The rest of the team doesn't really understand like uh, having the heavy on the cliff while we're doing the rock hold and having the flank trying to hold the connector more aggressively, that kind of thing. So I think, yeah, this is probably just like a pre-planned thing for us.
Yeah, cool. I did. That's why I did think it was an awesome idea to get your medic out. But then, yeah, you now can kind of see that like our demo and heavy were just left to die, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, that's why. Yeah, I like this idea of like having at least a plan now. Like you can mention like like I said here, like hey, having like scout run your medic behind them will like definitely kill your medic, but it might keep the point or something like that. Let your own clock run down longer. So yeah, just any of those ideas are good, and they can be made at the time, but also in advance. I think it's a great thing to at least mention. We're like, depending on what happens, we might wrap behind them. So scout, you would do this, or heavy, you would do that. So that's something nice to go over. I think. Yeah, good point.
Mhm. So we definitely struggled with pushing.
Gotcha.
Primarily being last.
Sounds good. I'll go regular speed, I guess. I do know a lot of the meta and invite is to have like seriously two people on cart and then six people going and clearing out this like at the same time, like even just from rollout, because these things are going to stay here for so long and it's so annoying to deal with, like finding spy, getting this guy out of here, I mean clearing the stickies, whatever. So yeah, having this happen earlier and with more people would be stronger. Yeah, like your scout got lucky that they got the kill, and really lucky, what the heck, that they found the spy too. um but yeah, this could have been done a lot faster, you know, and more effectively, I guess. Like all seven of us come over here and clear it out. Okay, it's clear. Maybe now all seven of us can push deep over here, or all seven of us can come and like support cart and spam them out earlier. Oh, this is huge. Yeah, I want to see your soldier screaming like heavy's a kill in tunnel. They're this thing behind. Yeah, nice. Yeah, any stragglers here are really important. Perfect timing to bring your medic out. Okay, we're getting some spawners. I'm gonna go and briefly see what their setup is. Okay, yeah, they're basically ready to go, but with no heavy. What's the play? Okay, Pyro has to lead this Uber for me, if you ask me. Oh wow, wait, I don't know how we got the demo, but anyway, I think a Pyro must lead this Uber because all they have to do here is have their Pyro air blast you. I'm gonna let's see if I can even get like a third person. That would be fun. Yep, there it is. So already by leading on demo, like the Pyro actually kind of is being a little bit cute. They should be dealing with Nimitz more than the rest, but okay, this is obnoxious, but you get the point. If we led on our Pyro and just had our Pyro air blast their Pyro, like a real esport, freaking air blasting each other back and forth, then our demo suddenly has a full line onto the gun, and suddenly the rest of our combo, like NG and who was the other person, can come and peek wide out here, right? But by not leading on Pyro, now it's like, whoops, I have to back up his demo. Oh, whoops, we're just flashing Pyro now, but they've already stuffed us, and like, oh, now this guy's hurt, no one else can come in. Oh, and their Uber's better, by the way, because they don't have to flash. But yeah, leading on Pyro here is so good. Because then like your Pyro can even like get stuck on purpose or something. Like your Pyro can come in and air blast and then like be here, right? Or like go up here in the post. So it's really nice. And then your demo again has free range. Your heavy can come like peek wide to this. Sniper we've taken in these Ubers. Obviously I play with Waterson, I guess, but it's really cool. Yeah, a lot of opportunities open by doing that. I do like that we rotated to hill right away in the post. Yeah, I think we could actually be in even deeper and like faster because we kind of need to get into them, right? You sort of see where our sniper's into them, but we're like kind of waiting, trying to take the same damage for what in return. A great flank presence with the cart time. Yeah, see, this is why we needed to get into them. Like our heavy's kind of spamming the gun, but like too much damage to go, and like our pyro's not really helping anybody here. Like if our pyro and heavy ran in a straight line across with our demo like kind of between them in like a freaking triangle of doom, yeah, you would have gotten at least something very good. So, but now by staying here, it's like, oh, maybe if they mess up and come into us, you know, but what? That's not a play, right? That's just like kind of a hope. So instead, I want to see us like get really fucking crazy here. Like, oh, even if we lose our whole combo, our card is like almost in, you know, or our medic is not taking the same damage as our heavy and demo and pyro on our own hill, you know. Great taking the super right away. I don't know if we were counting or got a good call from the spy, but oh yeah, obviously we're building quite well too. Yeah, this is when my style of calling, I guess, is like kind of not shines, but it's more clear. Where I want to see like at least a pretty good idea, and I want to just see it happen. A lot of times, people are looking for like, oh, what's like the play here? How do we counter this? What should we have like set up in a map, in a demo review, and then a map review, and then you know. But that to me is Highlander is so different. We're always losing different classes. The setup's always different every time. So that's why we can kind of see like if we stand here on our hill spamming them and they stand there spamming us, we are going to lose because this is where we're standing. So knowing that we're going to lose this already, let's just get in and do something crazy. Even if it's a bad play, you're going to get something, right? And then you could do something with whatever you get. But yeah, by kind of saying like this is a losing fight, but I guess we'll stay is
Hello,
is
Mr.
not how I
Baton
feel.
Rouge.
Hey, what's going on?
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you for the comment on my LFT.
Oh, my pleasure. No problem. And now it feels like we're kind of deliberating. What do we want to do? I mean, again, it would be nice just have something in your pocket. Let's say like, oh, here's our pocket play when we're at even Uber's at 30% or whatever. We're gonna have like heavy and demo go outside tunnel, and then like pyro with scout NG go out main tunnel, and medic stay back with sniper and one other thing. I don't know, like soldier bomb over. You know, just like come up with something like that. I think is a cool idea. Again, I just threw something together. You could come up with it in a map review beforehand, have it ready. You could come up with it in the moment, like right now. Just say like, hey, heavy, walk out of main with our pyro. Let's just go die and get something. Because instead, it feels like we're just going to wait for Uber, which, again, is yeah, it's not an awful play, but it's like we could have done another play and gotten the same Uber anyway. But that's why, like, I'm really so proud isn't the right word, because this is you guys doing your own stuff because, yeah, you want to get better and learn more. But just seeing so much activity on product, like especially that first round, we're in so fast, so often, just taking fights, making things happen because we can capitalize with openings. But if we're not even trying to get an opening, well, then surprise, there are none. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. Like we're not even trying to get an opening. So like like now our snipers like I guess I'll take a peek, but like their sniper is on a full buff with 4 people around them, having every angle in the world to peek from. So yeah, surprise, there are no openings because we made none. Wow, that milk is actually insane. This is the banner. Okay, I like this actually out of our team that we stay and hide. Normally the play, like I said, is like halfway through the Uber, 2/3 through, like have our literally everyone out of the Uber flood from somewhere. So like 2 people go side tunnel, 4 people go over hill. And like now is when they would be coming in when the Uber's fading. They don't have a gun up yet. People are hurt, but the banner on top of it is making it tough. So this now it's good to live, but now like 3, 2, 1. All right, let's flood in. But yeah, you can see again. It's like what's the play now? Like wait for our demo to come back up in 9 seconds. Kind of sit here where they already know we are and take damage, right? Like this could have been a sick play if there were 2 people here and there were 3 people here, right? But again, like kind of just we're not looking for an opening. And it does suck being down, like we're down 3, whatever. So sometimes I even like to call like we're already down 3, like fuck it, everyone go die, right? Like let's leave our medic with our pyro out to spawn, or like medic and scout go to spawn. Everyone else go die now, because yeah, when we're again at 45% Uber and we're down 2, great. I mean, we're kind of waiting. I mean, people did get openings now. Like again, you got kind of lucky that yeah, they're taking some weird. Like I think the demo got sniped or something. Like why did they even peek this? They didn't need to. Ooh, I like this that we're committed before we get Uber up. Like we had this but still went into them because like, yeah, we kind of want to make them use and do something crazy here. Yeah, and they just let you. Nice.
I live.
No way.
Braun never
Whoa.
dies.
Yeah, I really think this is another example where like imagine if 4 people just came out of side tunnel right now, or 4 people like ran into main in a straight line, because our Uber again was good. Like you did damage, you got a pick. I mean, it was fine, but how do you win the Uber? Do you remember on product we mentioned like, oh, we're getting the Ubers off the board so that we can win the post, right? That was a play that you had made and it worked and it was nice. Where here, like, yeah, where's the post, right? We just kind of like said, okay, that was a nice Uber enemy team. Same time next Uber. See you there. Again, this is good now, but the contingency should have been, I feel like, we're using Uber when it fades, go somewhere. Go over hill or go side tunnel or go main. Our Uber was on hill, so like, okay, after Uber, have 3 people out main and 2 people come outside. Again, just any trying chance here. Yeah, I think this is a very dangerous play, but I also think it's the right play to have our combo full commit on card. I even think these people, like, yeah, could have, like, stayed even, like, a little more stalwart here, like our engineer and scout, whatever, just, like, holding people back. But now is the time to go and chase and trade. Remember, basically all deaths are good on offense, but this spawn is really annoying, so whatever we get, we have to go quick. Like, normally, that's the thing, like, if you get a pick on, like, upward first and they have no teleporter, that person's already 21 respawn timer is now like 39, so they have to come walk all the way. Yep, now waiting for spawn, even though you had ad, yeah, waiting for spawns, even playing combo cart because we lost our flank. Again, our flank made the right choice to go and die and trade. That was very good. So yeah, like now that we're like, all right, we have a winning fight, but how are we going to get it? I am very convinced that even in ad, going out with combo flank, like I don't know if I've ever mentioned that the floor is lava down here. But here's another one. Like, let's lead on Pyro and take in everyone. I'm going to flash heavy. I'm going to flash demo. Soldier, I'll catch you on your landing. Anything would be good here. But yeah, you can see now we're like kind of waiting a while, telegraphing. Now our flank is kind of going down. And like, again, they know where we are. They know where to shoot. So going anyway is the right play. But yeah, we're a little bit hurt now. Like, once we got our spawns, I feel like it would have been time. Even with Cart being back, like, screw it. We'll just wipe their team or something and like trap off their spawn. Then we'll be fine. You can see again like why leading on Pyro is great here, because in Nimitz, before you got anything off, we now had to flash our Pyro. So like this 60% we have could have been the same situation, but at 100%, we led on Pyro instead. And this is again why we need everyone. Like, our flank is doing some great work out here, but like, I don't know, if we like hard wipe their combo and then hard wipe flank, that would be good. Or if we hard wipe flank first and then use Uber in their combo, also good. But here by like splitting it up, you know, it's a soft of both, kind of. Again, it worked, but it could have really worked if we'd, like, yeah, led on Pyro and said, we're going to flash everyone in this huge Uber. They're all bunched up in this little area. And then if suddenly you're in a 9v3 out on the flank, that's not a threat. Sacks here are huge. I would love to see sacks from anybody. Perfect. Yep, go die as a combo. Because what else are we going to do? I hope I'm not sounding like, what's the word? Impatient. No, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but I'm just trying to like convince you, I guess, where it's like, you know, what is our combo realistically doing? Like, if I'm a heavy or something, okay, like we just got this point. Now I'm going to like stand for 25 seconds until we're ready for an Uber and the cart's closer. Well, it's like, well, in that 25 seconds, you could have died and come back, right? Mm-hmm. And the same for the rest of the classes, Pyro, whatever. Everyone but the cart cappers and medic, basically. Even sniper. Like, have sniper just go and take like a ridiculous peek out here while your soldier jumps in over main, while your heavy just like coming out of red room and shooting literally nothing. Like, you know, just have eyes. Again, activity, you know, making a trying chance, hoping to come up with any opening. This is great from your Pyro, having your Pyro play cart here. This is where I get a little stuck with Ubers from this side, where they're not bad, but we're kind of drawing their eyes to the cart, where again their eyes want to be already. Remember we said let's make them choose: are they going to fight our Uber or combo, or are they going to shoot the objective? Where now we're letting them do both. Like they have their eyes on the Uber and the objective. And what's going on flank? Like, oh, nothing, right? So their job is super cut out for them. We give them the easiest thing they could do: look forward and shoot the gun. So if number one, we'd taken only our combo here and flank commit on flank, that's very strong. Number two, have our combo commit, wait for Ubers to fade, and then everyone start playing cart. Like, have your scout with a full buff going cart, Pyro with a full buff going cart. Also good. Even like big door or garage or whatever you call it outside, collapsing from there. Also fantastic. Anything but being right next to the Uber. So that's if you want to take Uber here. Or if you would take an Uber even somewhere like here, or like here would even be better because you're drawing the eyes away from the objective. So that's again kind of the reasoning and the rationale. Like, you guys got that a lot on product, but yeah, it's very different here with on payload. And yeah, you mentioned difficulties pushing. And like, I'm seeing the pattern now where it's like, oh, because we're telling them what we're going to do. We're doing that one thing, and then we're waiting until the next one. Yeah, here's a great one. Like, you're going to see like every good invite team like every bowl team. Like, oh, our Uber failed. Okay, we're going to sack. Spy is going to give like the 3-2-1 and sap the gun. Our soldier and demo are going to die. Heavy Pyro are going to walk in. Our medic and like engineer are going to walk back to spawn by themselves, and then, you know. Just because you're going to get something. You're going to get the gun, you're going to get the sniper, you're going to get the force, you're going to, whatever. You're going to get your cart time. You know, you're going to get something at least. And we can work with that. But here, what do we have to work with, right?
Nimitz.
Yes.
Can we push faster?
Yes.
We have 20 ad.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Even though we just traded even Ubers.
Let's go.
After even Ubers, I like to call to our spy to like call their percent around 70 or something when it's like, you know, whenever our spy is in, just because like, whoops, they forgot how to build. So yeah, we could have known even.
Like, I can sort of tell whether I'm building quickly, but it's like hard. Like, their medic was almost caught out. Like, they took 130
Yeah.
damage and drop down to 20 HP and popped.
It is, since the clock is against us, we also like don't gain anything by wasting time, right? We just, again, telegraph and stuff. So ideally on offense, whether it's payload or steal or even cough, like when you're attacking point, you basically want to have your right click held down as you're on 95% so you can use right away. Because if we wait for 100 then start going, like why don't we just do that at 90?
Indeed.
Whoa. Yeah, but that play was also good. Like you lost your med here, but look, you got 3 picks, right? Or you got 2. I mean, on demo and pyro, like that's something to work off of, right? Like, yeah, we lost a med, but okay, let's just go and win this push now. Like, so like, okay, we're gonna coordinate. Like, spy sap the gun, the soldier. Like maybe have our flank hard commit on the flank, and our karma's just gonna walk. You know, this is already a winning fight. But again, like we got 1 opening, so like, okay, now that gave us like a strong fight here. It's like 3, 2, 1, let's fight now. But yeah, again, now like. We're not like creating openings for ourselves. We're just kind of like sitting around letting them poke.
Mm-hmm. I think our spy has a hard time in offense, especially for payload, because they're not really sure. They've told me this before. They're not really sure whether they should be going for picks or just like waiting around for a sap call or whatever. Can you like briefly walk through the general mindset of how the spy should be approaching payload offense?
Yeah, great question. I would say as spy, hello. As spy, like you kind of are the push most of the time. So like getting a pick would be nice, or going for a sap is sure, but the point is you're saying, hey, I'm going for a sap, everyone peek with me. So then spy like goes and like maybe doesn't even get the sap off and dies, but whoever was looking at the spy isn't looking at your demo and soldier, right? Or to say like, hey, we have you know, like the medic's over here, I'm going for a decloak. And then suddenly you have like a sniper walk in big door and you're heavy walking like the flank for no reason because the spy is again decloaking and making moves. So I just want your spy really, the most important thing is to just scream when they're decloaking and what, you know, what the team could be doing. Because again, they're like sort of the catalyst to make a play happen. I mean, again, like waiting for a sap call is good if we say like, hey, our combo is going to sap, going to sack here, so spy, get in position, give us a 3, 2, 1, we're going to go. That's fine. Or for them just like going for little picks or something is also fine, but I need them to be saying like, I'm going for a pick now, I'm decloaking in 3, because your combo can do something or your flank can do something. So I think, yeah, just like giving your team an opening because they're just hitting mouse 2 is the best thing to do as spy on payload offense. Especially vigil, like this map is such a cluster. Like, as spy, where the hell are you even going to go? I'm shocked that you even got to the resupply cabinet, but that's why, like, yeah, just say, like, I'm going to even, like, not even cloak in. I'm just going to walk with a freaking disguise and sap the gun for no reason. Your combo could do something with that. You, like, go and die. You don't even get the sap at all, but your combo is going to get something. You know, let's go crazy. I mean, I saw, like, our, you know, we got, like, 1 or 2 picks, and then, like, our heavy and demo came here and stood here. And again, like, you're getting the gun. It's nice. Fine damage, sure. But let's go nuts, right? Like, walk into them deep. I'll send you, I don't know if any of you have seen, I have like a clip of a Uber we had on this point, and I also had like broke it down after. But the point is, like, we just went nuts and make so many things happen that the enemies can't deal with it all, right? Them spamming a demo and heavy who are both standing in the one place they're going to come from, that's something they can deal with, you know? Whoa. That was sick from them. I like that we use anyway. Yeah, damn. Even here, the play, like, rather than dealing with the people behind, it's almost just like, let's push really deep. Having anyone, like, if you're doing that flank Uber, having anybody go over here is unbelievably good. Like, you saw we had, like, a couple of people stay here, like, get flashed and then fight the people behind. But, like, even leave the people behind and go do this, because if you trade with them, your spawns are better, you need the cart time, so you just need, like, anything to happen. Like, clearing out the people behind us, so it's like, okay, great, now we can have a safer post Uber that we've already lost because we're 5-8. Yeah, like if you're heavy, pyro, whoever, like basically everybody that's not the main target, scout, come over here, soldier, come play this angle during the Uber. And then that way, like your combo's over here, your flank's way over there. So if someone comes onto cart now, that's like a third place the enemies have to check. And making them kind of choose. Because now if we like back out this way and say like, okay, it's time for us to start a post Uber. And then like, great, we're looking at the cart now, so if anyone comes near, we're gonna shoot it. Sorry, I'm definitely doing too much explaining. Like, you guys get the point, but that's why I'm trying to at least, like, I feel like I need to drive it home because there could be, like, so much going wrong, but also going right. But here it's just kind of, like, nothing going. That's huge. Like, if you're a spy here and you're just screaming, I'm decloaking on their combo, then your combo could be like, ah, great, we're in. And you do. Like, you're kind of drying here. So this is what could be, like, literally every single thing the spy does could be just screamed, like, I'm going now. And then everyone else is, great, so are we. Or we will now because of you. Oh, nice. Let's see, we got like 5 minutes on the clock. I'll be as quick as I can.
Actually, before you go to the defense, I do have one question. When our
Sure.
team goes for the flank push, a lot of the times we get really spammed out on the stairs leading up to the flank. Do you have any advice on how to deal with that or not get spammed there in the first place?
Yes. So you mean when you're going for the Uber?
Yeah, on the flank.
Yep. So I think you absolutely have to go in a straight line and lead on like one person. So if you imagine it's only Braun and Nimitz going in like a straight line into them, whatever would be spamming you is like if you wait like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and then go like and then start peeking the stairs, there's going to be nothing there. So again, you can like wait for your Uber to be like 2 seconds in, start peeking as like pyro.
Yeah.
I mean, you could, again, we mentioned leading on pyro is also fine, but yeah, if you're a scout, NG, soldier, heavy, whatever, you can come up this way and then rotate all the way around on the side of flank, so you don't take any flashes, you don't take any spam, and then you're in an amazing position.
Yeah, because I think what our team usually does is we try to fight up the stairs before we use. And you're saying to use to get up the stairs? Basically?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I see what you're talking, like, that's a weird thing to, like, wrap your head around, but we kind of just saw it here where, like, everyone went down to, like, 2/3 health, no buffs, and then we started Ubering after they already saw us here for 1,000 years.
Yeah.
And we had 100% and stood around for the 8 seconds it took us to clear this, and we only lost health and telegraph. So that's why I'm like, just go nuts first and then flood in after.
Makes
like during
sense.
kind of.
Yeah.
Great question. Whoop. That's where, again, leading a pyro too, even if you don't flash your pyro, that could work too. Just have your pyro counter go in, create space. Maybe take one, like, get in, go down to 40 HP, and then take a flash to get out. Also a great play.
Yeah, no, it's very sad.
He got someone else too.
Whoa.
I just turned around and saw death and instantly died to him. It was sad.
That's hilarious. Okay, when we're this down, so like, yeah, that stuff's gonna happen. I mean, you nothing for me to say there, but when we're this down, I think we need to play extra aggressive because if they take an even fight, they're going to win this time. So like, let's play really up. Yeah, like tank our sniper deep on this angle, and like, yeah, play up with our demo here. Where like, if they come main, they're not even gonna shoot our combo or side tunnel, whatever. They have to like come deep. But if we're staying again where they expect us to be, we don't really have the gun set up. We don't really have our combo ready. Now they're wasting time for no reason. Here's another example, like on offense, like why are they waiting? Oh, great, now we lost our scout. I mean, yeah, they got to pick 2, but like, do all of this 10 seconds ago, right? Please, I hope you see why I'm like, there's nothing to be gained from waiting with full Uber. Like we were talking on last as well. Like again, even if you have to use a little bit early to get in with your combo not being spammed, like if you're not clearing out the flank on last, it's still better than waiting, right? It's better than this. Hello.
Hello.
Just finishing up a review. You can tell me to stop whenever, by the way.
I think we're good to keep going until you need to leave.
All right, thanks.
It is 5:30 now, by the way, just so you're aware.
Yeah, well, we're
5:30.
we're still missing people, so
Okay, fair.
PST.
Oh yeah, 8:30. Sorry.
Yo, PST gang.
Do you remember before I said when we're like kind of in a losing fight, we need to sort of take it into them to again like at least come up with something? Here, my idea is the same. Like once they had all these people on the hill, it's like wait, they're outnumbering us and they're on the high ground. So, for example, like a pyro solo would have been incredible here because they're going to get like scrambled off this hill. They're going to have a better Uber than you. Maybe you're going to lose someone else behind, but you kind of again see the point of like, hey, at least if we go and take something into them, they're going to be worse off because we're already worse off. So let's at least make them worse off because here we're just kind of like losing a war of attrition, right? Like now that we took the Uber and it's like they already got the gun, they already got the cart. If we had done like 5 or 10 seconds earlier, just like, all right, take a look up. We have to do something here. Let's take a pyro Uber in. Or leave like all the way out and just give up the point. It would have even been at least a idea, but again, here by kind of like waiting, like, oh, maybe we should Uber. Like, oh, now we're down another guy in this losing fight. A lot of what I'm boiling down here is kind of like, again, I know you have this deep in your hearts because I saw the product demo and it was so sick. But I know you can like see like, this fight is losing. So you needed to do something. It's like either completely surrender and have a good next hold, or come up with something now to make it not losing. And so that's why I'm like, hey, pick something. A pyro solo, great. Leaving, not so good, but at least it's something. Waiting and doing nothing, letting them keep winning, that's the worst case scenario. As you can see here by like, look how much action they have. We don't have a gun set up. Our flank is, well, it's not. I mean, I guess there's this guy chilling, but. This is actually quite good now that we're like just sitting and like living here. I like that we're just like, very chill because again, they need to be going into you. They should have won this fight 1,000 years ago, and now they're letting you get Uber. Seems like maybe it's just a team struggle on offense in general here. That's why an invite vigil times are either like 15 minutes because someone couldn't figure out how to push second or last, or it's like 3.5 minutes. Teams will lose. Teams will cap at 3.5 minutes and then lose to like a 3:15 cap. Just because we're always going, we're always trying something. Nice. I think now, kind of the call is to just live and play cart, where, again, we're kind of like a couple people are taking a couple of fights. Like our spy, for example, was committing, but we already, like, yeah, and I think they got us backstab and stuff, but it's like, we don't need to get picks right now. We just kind of need to survive so that the cart doesn't get pushed. So, for example, if we had like just played cart instead, I think we would be a little more like healthy and be able to peak. But yeah, leaving here is a fine call. Because you like probably would have lost that fight anyway, even with the call. Like, let's just live and fight cart. But you know, it's better to just have everyone working together, kind of have a strong idea of we're doing some kind of objective rather than just waiting to lose. Yeah, this is kind of good from them, but again, like, great. You know, their soldier like spammed 2 rockets and then is backing up, or like the sniper took a shot and is now leaving. The demo, yeah, like why come back here and get healed up when they're not even close to Uber when they could have just died and respawned? The gun was even level 1, right? So you can see how amazing a sack would have been for them here. Is that a banner? I would love for our soldier to call for like the entire team. Like when our soldier banners like this, that's a 7-man push. Have medic peek into the sight line. Everyone is in on cart. We're cleaning up cart together. Like this is a great one. Like, yeah, from your spy as well. Like, hey, I can fight cart. And your soldier, hey, I'm fighting cart. I can decloak now. And then your soldier say, okay, I'm bannering. And then we're in here, and suddenly we get 6 picks and the medic, right? Especially with this much time on the clock. Like, if we just sit here and ask them, like, hey, offense, what push would you like to do? Oh, a main Uber. Okay, good luck. You know, now we're like letting it happen again. Like, we're not. This isn't going to win the round. Again, you might lose the round by playing too aggressive, but you're definitely not going to win by playing too passive.
Oh, I didn't know we were fighting Rabbit. Isn't Rabbit like fucking goated?
true. I think he was just spectating for this.
Yeah, this has to be the end of the demo. Yeah. I can see it. I can feel it. Cool. So I have to leave now, but are there any questions?
I think I'll just DM you any questions we have.
Awesome.